Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. I believe this is our third week in 2022, and I think it's like my 47th episode or something like that. So welcome in. Oh my goodness, you guys. So many beautiful posts on Instagram and videos. I have no words. I was just over on Instagram peeking at some of the posts. Little Bit Crafty 91 made the cutest snowman card. Ginger Angler did a birthday card for me and posted the pictures on her feed on Instagram, and she made a cute snowman card. I think it's using the Diana Markham Digital. Tons of snowmen. Just gorgeous cards. Sue and Elise and Patty and just all sorts of people, you guys. Lisa and oh, I just can't even name everybody, you guys. And I need to go through and my goal this morning is to spend my morning on Instagram early, and then I'm going to switch over to videos today because I'm behind on Instagram right now. But what a wonderful problem to have so much art to see that you can't see it all. That makes me very, very happy. And I'm just so enjoying everybody's projects. So I have a lot to share with you today, so I'm going to dive in, but I just wanted to thank everybody that posts and is making our weekends and our weeks really so much fun, because there's always something new to see. And I love seeing all these beautiful makes. So thank you guys all for sharing. It's so fun to share art with you. So first announcements, in case you didn't see my last video, Kathy and I were talking this week, and she is going to make polymer stamps, a set of 3 gingerbreads, and I think she's going to do them all in a set. So there'll be Peppermint Polly, a Valentine Val, and then this little ginger, which is part of that Hot Cocoa Digi set. And she's going to make them into polymer. I think she'll have a short run and then do an advanced order, but I will let you guys know as soon as they're in her shop, okay? So, and I haven't checked this morning to see if anything changed overnight, but I will definitely post an update or even some information in the drop down of this menu as soon as I have more information. But I saw a mock of the first run of the stamps, and they're beautiful. So I'm really excited. It's so fun to have these be in polymer so that you can stamp and color and paper piece and do whatever you want with them. So I'm excited to have those coming, and I just wanted to remember to mention it on my video. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm finalizing Curating for Christmas 2021. I had hoped to have the prizes drawn already by Friday, but my week got away from me this week. Totally. And I need to confirm some things with Kathy before I announce the prizes. So remember, there's 2 $25 gift certificates are going to be awarded for those that did video responses. So I'll be drawing from the people that uploaded a video. So if for some reason you do not see your video in the playlist and you do not see a comment from me on your video, please notify me via a message in Instagram right away, okay? Because I think I've seen everything. I've looked over and over again, but I know that YouTube can be funny sometimes, and there were a few videos that just weren't populating even with you guys marking them. So it took me a while to find some of them for some reason. But you know, all the searches and everything aren't foolproof, I guess. So I just wanted to mention this today just to say that if for some reason I haven't commented on your video, please let me know right away via a message in Instagram, okay? Or even just get a comment to me on the Curating for Christmas video, because I'll be looking at all those comments one more time, okay? So I'm pretty sure I got everybody on the video end, and then if you've left comments, I'm also drawing a $25 winner from the comments. So I hope you guys will stay tuned this coming week. I hope to have the video up no later than midweek next week, okay? But I have to do everything and then draw the names via random picker thing. So anyway, I wanted to just let you know that. Okay, let's dive into projects, okay? So I'm going to show you some of the things that I used this week to make the cards. One of these cards is actually from Crafty Dares from last week, and I used this die, which is an MFT layered heart. Now, I've had this forever, you guys, so I have no idea if this is a product that MFT still carries, but it's one that has the ability to sew through the holes, and then it has a layering piece. So I used that. This is actually going to be shown on a card that's coming up probably in the next couple weeks. I'll be doing a Stamps by Judith project, and it's from a stamp that I found at a, I thrifted it, and then I contacted them to see if they could bring it back before I show it. So I'm on that card, I use this embossing folder, and I ordered this from Jana. If you guys don't follow Jana, Jana Stamps is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she's my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I ordered these from her, and I just thought I would share them today. So it's 2 different embossing folders. The first one has these dotted hearts, and they're called Dotty Hearts embossing folder. And then the second one has these little dotty hearts with rows and then slightly bigger. And I don't know if, I'll show them to you so you can see them. This is what they look like. And if you guys aren't aware of this, these are made so that you could like emboss a piece of vellum, or however you wanted to do it, and you can wrap the vellum around your A2 card front and fold it to the back so that you don't have to glue it or staple it or anything. And then you glue the folds down to your card. So it's a really neat idea. But of course you can use it any way you want. The way I used it was this way, and I did half of my panel, and then I put the other half in and did the other half, because I had an A4 panel and or an A2 panel, and this of course isn't wide enough for an A2 card. So you can still do an A2 panel the standard way. You just do half and then the other half, and you just line it up. So and I had cut an oval frame out of mine, so it worked perfectly, because I was able to do it a half at a time. So I will be showing you that card next week, but I just wanted to show you these embossing folders because Valentine's Day is coming, and I just think they're so sweet, and I love these dotty hearts. I just think they're adorable. So you might even be able to poke little holes and sew around a couple of the hearts, like if you wanted to make a sewn panel. I haven't tried that yet, but I want to try it. So anyway, I just thought I would share these with you. And again, it's the Dotty Hearts embossing folder. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, check with my friend Jana at Jana Stamps, and I will link her down below if I remember at the end of this video. If I don't link her and you need her information, just type in Jana Stamps on YouTube. So then I also use this Cuttlebug Cross My Heart embossing folder. Now, as you guys know, I use my stash. This is probably forever old, so I don't know if this is available anymore. But basically what it is these little prim style hearts all over, and it's in kind of a random pattern. And I use this embossing folder a lot for Valentine's Day. So I did use that. I use this adorable WPlus9 Winter Pals stamp set. Now this is from 2014 and we're in 2022, but WPlus9 is still a viable company. They're out there. Hello. And they have wonderful, wonderful products, and some of my very favorite stamp sets are from Dawn. And I think you guys, if you haven't checked out her shop in a while, go check her out. There's beautiful, beautiful products, and their blog is full of beautiful projects. So anyway, I just thought I would share that. And then I of course used my IO Dies Crazy Stitched set. And just ignore these. These are 2 Spellbinder dies I just have sitting in there because I needed them close upstairs with me. And then I use these scallop stitched dies. And I think these are from Mama Elephant, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. I've had them forever, you guys. They're so old. So those are all of the main products that I used. And then the other things that I used is the LOTV Digi shop has some new products that a lot of you have already purchased. They've sold out and they've restocked recently. These are called the Mini Alphabet and Numbers tags, and you can get them in polymer for $16.99 right now. And then the Digi set is $4.67. And I am loving these. I just think it's so much fun. You can use this little your tag, this your, and then you can do like a 50 if someone's turning 50, 30, 40, whatever. You can do happy birthday because there's this birthday and a happy here. You can put just their age and numbers. You can do their name and put a little bow above each of the letters of their name and put their name in the card or on the card. So I printed these out just so you could see what they look like, just printed out on pattern paper, because I just think it'd be so fun to use these on cards. And so I already made a card with them and I'm loving them. So I hope to use these more throughout the year. And then the other thing that they released are these candles, and the polymer set is $16.99, the Digi's $4.67. And this is what this set looks like. And I isolated, I isolated the PDF, and I just printed this group of candles in gold, and I just thought this was so pretty. And you could go in with some darker bright colors and then color in some of the designs on these and then make a card. So wouldn't this be cute for like a 3rd birthday? You could isolate just 3 candles, or you know, you could do a 5th birthday. You could do almost anything you wanted with these. And this set has so many things in it. It has sentiments that you can use. It has the numbers you can use. So there are samples on their website. There's a sample using this set. So if you're interested, I just wanted to show you the candles. I haven't done a card with those yet, but I am in love with these tags, and I already made a card with those. So I'll be sharing that in a minute. And then the other cards that I'm going to share, I had a comment from one of my subscribers. Oh my gosh, I forgot to look to see who made the comment. Oh well, I'll figure that out, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you. But she had asked me to share some Rustic cards. And my goal this year, you guys, is to use my stash. So I'm trying not to buy anything new, you know, brand new stuff at all. I do some thrifting, but I'm trying to just use what I already have. And I had printed out a bunch of Polkadoodles last Christmas. And so you can see I have all of these images already printed out. Look at how cute this one is with the little reindeer face. Oh my gosh, so sweet. So I have all of these Polkadoodle images, and I had bought a kit, I think it was a couple years back. So these are older images. You're probably all familiar with them. They're so sweet. And so I'm just going through and I'm making cards using what I already printed out. So the stuff I'm going to show you today is cards that I made using a lot of the little things that are on these printables. And I'm so excited to make more of them because I had so much fun doing this. And my goal was to try to make them look rustic. So I also used some book paper, and I did not bring the book paper down. But I love how you can just print these sheets, and here you can see I printed them 2 to a page. And then you can make little tags, you can make cards, there's little things you can cut out, you know, and they're just a lot of fun to play with, especially if you're not having a lot of mojo, which I was struggling with this week, I'll be honest. Some stuff happened and I just wasn't able to get my crafty mojo on. So it's fun sometimes when you're feeling that way to just print out some little things that are already done, and you can just go ahead and make some cards using them. So that is what I did. I took some stuff that I'd already had printed out and I just played. So let me get started by sharing the projects. I'm going to show you one other thing. You can also print the tags on clear plastic and then cut them out and use them that way also. So you could also do them on vellum. So I've been playing around. I got this idea from my friend Tammy. Hello, Tammy. Thinking of you this morning. Tammy is SS Crafter 1 on YouTube, and you should check out her channel if you haven't already subscribed, which I think most of us already have because she's incredible. But if for some reason you're new to YouTube and you don't know who Tammy is, go and check her out. But she does a lot of things where she'll print on vellum and on this plastic film and stuff, and it's a lot of fun to just try different types of papers and stuff when you're doing things. So I want to try and make a card with some of these little clear ones too. So I just thought I would share that, and then let's go ahead and get started on the project. So first of all, I made this birthday card for someone who is turning 50, and she's very special to me, and I just think this turned out so cute. I was gonna print them in the blue gingham, but then I ended up needing them in white because I needed it to show up really well. So I just think this turned out so cute. This is also a Polkadoodles image, and this one is called, for those of you that are wondering, it's called Hello Frosty Snowman, and it's a pre-colored Too Cute Digi stamp, and it does come with an SVG file so that it will be cut out if you have a die cutting machine or a cutting machine that you want to use, like a Silhouette or a Cameo or a Cricut, whatever, Scan and Cut. So I just use that file. I use this beautiful gingham, which my friend Marilyn G, hey Marilyn, happy Saturday. She gifted me this paper. This is a Stampin' Up. It was a Stampin' Up set, I think, of 4 different colored ginghams. And so I used a piece of that in this beautiful blue color. I love this color. And then I took the 2 tags and I just glued on a little piece of pink and gold fiber trim, which Susan Laverty just gifted to me in my birthday package. And I just think that worked out perfect because it picks up on the pink in these hearts and it creates a triangle on the card, which helps move your eye through the card. So that is what this one looks like. And then inside I just added the gingham and I put a little piece of pink gingham, and then I'm going to put a birthday greeting in here. So this just turned out really, really cute. I think it's adorable and I love this little image. So sweet. And then I did my 2 Crafty Dares. This week's Crafty Dare was to use yellow and purple, as well as a Valentine sentiment and a critter. So I made this little card of friendship for Valentine's Day. It says, "Nothing warms the heart quite like a true friend." And that is very, very true. And I have so many sweet friends on here. So I want to say hello to all of you. And I just love these little owls. And this is from that WPlus9 stamp set. And I just paper pieced the scarfs on the owls. And I don't know if you can see it, but I did add some white gel pen on here just to create some highlights on the owl and to make it look like they have feathers. So I just was playing around with my gel pen a little bit, and then I added a little bit of the diamond stickles, which I think you can see that just adds a little bit of sparkle. So I just think this turned out so cute. And if you guys aren't familiar with Crafty Dares, Tina, whose channel is Tell Him Thank You here on YouTube, she runs over on Instagram a fun Friday prompt called Crafty Dares, and you get 3 prompts. So again, purple, yellow, a Valentine sentiment, and a critter. Those were our 3 prompts for this week. And she runs this little thing called Crafty Dares, and it's a challenge each week, if you will, or a way of creating where you get 3 prompts and then you make a project. And I just love it because there's no thinking involved. You just take the prompts and you create. So this card came together really quick as soon as I found the yellow and purple paper. That was the hardest part of this card. Anyway, so this was the Crafty Dare, and if you want to join Crafty Dares, look up Tell Him Thank You over on Instagram and message her and ask about joining Crafty Dares. And I just want to say hello to all my Crafty Dare friends. There are so many sweet projects this week, and if you hashtag Crafty Dares on Instagram, you can see all the projects. And I'll be posting mine to Instagram as soon as I have time this morning. So that's my first one. And I guess I'm not in frame here. I'll leave these in so you guys can be looking at them. And then this was last week's. I got my, as you know, I got my booster shot on Friday, and I had started this project on Thursday, and I just, I had to do that release for Peachy Keen for Saturday Morning Makes, and I was really busy with that, and I just couldn't get this done. So I finished this. Actually, I think it was on Monday or Sunday. I forget when I posted it, but this is my little Crafty Dare from last week. And on that one, we had to use thread, a Valentine heart, I think it was, and a sentiment, I think. I can't remember what the 3 were for that week, you guys. But anyway, this, oh, it was foil. That was the other one. So I used gold foil, this kind of like shimmery gold foil, or matte gold foil rather, and then Love You for the sentiment, and then my thread was using that MFT die that I showed you guys. So just really simple. This was a paper scrap, so I can't tell you what paper this is. I'm sorry. But these cardstocks are from, I think this is from, let's see, is this the one from, no, this is not Scarlet Jewel, but Scarlet Jewel is close. This was actually a ream of paper I got it Tuesday morning, if I remember correctly, and I think it was Basil. So this is a Basil cardstock. And then inside I just put one of these Frantic Stamper Arches frames, and I forgot to bring this die set down. But these are the Arches frames, and they're sold at Frantic Stamper, okay? So that one turned out really cute, and I'll use this one for Valentine's Day. So those are my 2 Crafty Dares, and then this sweet little Polkadoodles card with the tags that are their new release. And again, both of the candles and these tags are in stock at LOTV Digi shop on Etsy. So those are those 3 cards. And then I had a request to make some cards that are more rustic, if you will. So I'm going to start showing you these. And again, I was playing with all my Polkadoodle images. And what I did was I took some book print. So I tore a page out of an old book and I glued the paper down onto a piece of cardstock. And then after I made my mat here with this picture from Polkadoodles, I just cut with my scissors and then roughed up the edges of these of the cardstock here. And then I took my my book paper and I put a piece of it underneath here that was even with the edge so that you could see the book print through. And then I added glitter around it to make it look snowy. And all of my edges on these cards, if you can tell, are roughed up. And so I was trying to make it look as rustic as possible, and you can see how I did that. And then all the places where, a lot of them where I roughed up, I also added snow. So diamond stickles to be specific. And then I just added touches of the diamond stickles through the picture so that the card does have sparkle on it. And I used some twine here. I popped a little bit of turquoise star paper behind just to give a little bit more contrast to this card. And I just love how this turned out. This is actually one of the cuttables from the print from LOTV, or not LOTV, from Polkadoodles. And so they had a little strip of this, this striped paper on one of the cards, and I just cut it and used it as a ribbon. So you just have to kind of curl the paper around your finger to get it to, so that it folds, you know, and kind of leaves a loop there. And then I just glued that in between the mat and the paper. So those are my little finishing touches, if you will, the little twine that I spread out and wrapped 4 times, and then that. So I just love how these turned out. And then on the inside, I did some more of that book print paper. So that's my first one. This second one, I had a little tag from Amador that I had painted white around the edges that was going to be right here. And you guys, I dropped it and I can't find it. So I can't show it to you. But if you remember, here, let me see if I can go in here and just grab a tag, and I'll show you. Where are they? Here they go. Amador had gifted me these sweet little tags. Here. And I had, this one says snow is falling. And so I just took, I'll show you what I was doing. And I don't know what happened to it. I guess I can make another one. It won't hurt. So I just take this pigment ink. This is from, this is called Fresh Snow. And this is just a little $2 ink cube from Paper Tray Ink. And I just took it and I just added some white around the edges to kind of mimic snow on this tag. And then you have to let it dry because this is a hybrid ink pad. So that's going to go right here with a little bit of twine. Okay, so it's going to say snow is falling. I'll set this over here so it can dry because right now it's very wet, and you can see how wet this ink is, which you really need your white ink to be wet. So once it starts drying out, you either have to have the inker or just order a new $2 cube eventually. So anyway, so that's what's going to go on here. I'm just going to put a little bow on this, and it's going to say snow is falling right here. So I just think that's going to be so cute. Amador, thank you for these sweet tags. That was so kind of you. So you can see on this one, I put the paper underneath right here, and then down here, I added a little bit right here. And I just love the touch that this adds. I can't take credit for thinking of this. I have seen this many times over on Pinterest and various people using this when they're creating kind of a rustic looking card. So that's what I did on this one. Again, I did die cut or hand cut around this panel because I just love the shape of this, and I thought it would be so cute. And then I took the printed flowers and I roughed up the edges of them and just stacked them on here and added the leaves behind. So I just think this one turned out so cute too. And then inside, I just had some leftover hearts from a different card, and I just put in a couple little banner pieces. So really simple cards. You guys really came together fast, and I had so much fun making these. Here's another one with this same polar bear image, which is one of my favorites. I love polar bears. And you can see I did the same thing. I just put a little bit of the paper here, and I added some of that Dollar Tree lace and a little piece of that paper that looks like a ribbon, and another one of the flowers. And then I just, where I had roughed up the paper, I put little bits of diamond stickles so that the whole card just has sparkle to it. And then inside this one, I just put one of Anna's crazy stitched panels, and I need to add a little die cut or something to the inside of this one, but I need to cut out a few more things. So I might even just cut out, you know, a piece of holly or something from one of the papers. I was looking at this one before we came on camera. And this one has some really cute holly pieces in it. It has this tree, which could be really cute inside the card. So I just love how Polkadoodles does these, because there's always something to decorate your card with. And this is what I mean about printable ribbon, where you can just cut a piece of this off and fold it to tuck into your card on the front. And that's essentially what I did. I tucked a piece of that into here. So that's this one. And then I have one more, and this one is a square card, and I have not made a square card in so long, but I had this purple card in my stash, and I thought, oh, I should just use this since I made it. So this is what I came up with, and again, I was going for that rustic request that someone asked for, and I hope this meets what they were looking for. They may have wanted more earth tones, really, really rustic, and I can do that too, but you know, and I did kind of try to do it here, but this one is definitely more girly, and this uses that beautiful paper from Irala Miha's shop, and it uses the book paper and then this sweet image where she's pulling the gifts, and I just think this one is so sweet. And I did cut around the edges of the leaves on here, and then I distressed it. You can see where I added all that glitter to it. I hope you can see it. So it sparkles, but all of the edges are definitely roughed up, and it just turned out so pretty and sweet. And then the inside looks like this. I added more of that paper, and I'm noticing that the paper's actually upside down, because see, the writing is upside down. So I think I was making this really late at night and I wasn't paying attention, but it doesn't really matter, you know. So, but like I said, you know, I make mistakes, you guys. I just go with it. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And most people aren't going to notice what we notice as card makers, because they're just going to look at this and say, oh, what a beautiful card. So those are the 4 kind of rustic style cards that I created. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Saturday Morning Makes. Don't forget that I will be drawing prizes for Curating for Christmas. I want to thank everybody that participated. Tammy, we missed you, but there's always next year for all of you that wanted to do it but just couldn't do it because it's a lot to do, especially at the Christmas season. You know, there's always next year. I want to thank everybody for making it so much fun to create. You're all beautiful, beautiful artists, and I just so enjoy sharing with you each weekend. So everybody have a wonderful week. I'm going to let you go. A wonderful weekend. Oh my goodness. And I'll be out there looking at projects. So bye now.